wind never stopped blowing.
Go on, go on.
I turned plan after plan over in my mind. And then finally, my opportunity came.
What was it? Poison? Women usually use poison.
No. It was much safer than that. That winter, he had pneumonia. I pretended to be heartbroken. It deceived everyone. I insisted on taking care of it myself.
Ah, yes, that was clever of you.
And one night when I was alone with him, I realized the crisis had passed. That he was going to get better. I walked over to the window. I can see myself now, standing there. The frost had made such pretty patterns on the window pane. I stood there, trying to make up my mind.
You opened the window.
The air was like a knife. I stripped down the bedclothes, and then I went outside to wait on the landing. When I came back into the room, he was dead. I closed the window. I made up the fire. I even put fresh hot water bottles in the bed.
That's good, good, good.
And then I sent for the doctor.
No one suspected?
No, not a thing.
And the money?
I was very foolish about the money. It didn't last very long.
Oh, yes, I understand so well. I always do exactly the same thing myself. Only there's just one thing that I don't understand.
Oh?
Why have you been telling me all this now?
Don't you see? You know all about me now. I wouldn't dare give you away. I thought perhaps you and I could be of use to one another in the future.
Yes, that's a very good idea. If only there were a grain of truth in your story. Very clever of you, Carol. Arousing my interest and trying to put me off, but I happen to know that story. I've read the book myself. I remembered it the moment you told me that bit about the frost on the window panes. I remember that bit about the hot water bottle struck me as being such a good idea when I read it. You! You! Opening the window and waiting for him to die! You don't think I believe that story, do you?
No! Not for one moment did I expect you to believe it. I didn't care whether you believed it or not.
What?
You've forgotten one thing, you wonderful genius. I didn't drink any coffee.
Coffee? What's that got to do with it?
I only wanted to hold your interest for a little while, to gain time. Time for the stuff to work.
Stuff? What stuff?
You're right. It was a funny coincidence that Dr. Gribble should bring me that book tonight.
Gribble? He gave you...
Yes. Women always use poison, don't they? It's taking effect now. It's beginning to choke you, isn't it? You're deathly pale. It's beginning to paralyze you. You can't move, can you? You can't move.
He's dead. I'm positive this is Fletcher. Strange that we both had the same misgivings about him.
I made him think I find it. Yes.
Brave woman.
This Tuesday on 2, various aspects of love.
But it's amazing where the libido can decide to set up home.
What I'm really saying is you don't have to get it all in before you're 40. You can go on until you're 80.
So please, pace yourself.
Eat some food.
The love of food.
Oh, it's fabulous.
An overdose of lure. The love of money.
thing that defined the city in the 1980s was avarice, self-interest, neglect, a willingness to feather their own nests.
The love of life.
The challenge is to keep the forces down to the level which the body can sustain.
A Whole Lot of Love, this Tuesday on 2.
At 1 o'clock today, we'll be back on the lively American scene, After Hours. And now, on with the film entertainment on 2, and a wartime drama starring Gary Cooper as an American professor on a hazardous assignment to Italy, where he also meets romance, Cloak and Dagger.